What if I told you the same man who slept on an office floor, showered at the local YMCA, and was once rejected by Netscape for a job, is now one of the wealthiest and most influential people in the world? I'm talking about Elon Musk, the billionaire visionary behind Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and more. But here's the real question. What can we learn from Elon's journey? Because while most people see his billions, very few pay attention to the lessons that got him there. Stay with me, because in this video, we're diving deep into Elon Musk's advice for success. Practical, raw, and motivational lessons you can use in your own life today. And before we jump in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more inspiring videos like this. Lesson 1. Work like you're broke. Elon once said, "Work like hell. Put in 80 to 100 hours per week. If other people are putting in 40 hours and you're putting in 100, even if you're doing the same thing, you'll achieve in 4 months what it takes them a year to achieve." Think about that for a second. Most people stop working when they're tired. Elon works until the problem is solved. In the early days of Zip2, his first company, Elon literally slept in the office and showered at the YMCA. Why? Because he wanted every ounce of energy going into building his dream. Now, this doesn't mean you should sacrifice your health or relationships, but it does mean one thing. If you want extraordinary results, you can't put in ordinary effort. You can't expect billionaire outcomes with minimum wage effort. Ask yourself, am I doing the bare minimum? Or am I outworking everyone else in the room? Lesson 2. Fall in love with solving problems. Here's what separates Elon Musk from the average entrepreneur. He doesn't chase money. He chases problems. From day one, Elon picked industries where the problems were massive: transportation, energy, space exploration. His advice: you get paid in direct proportion to the difficulty of the problems you solve. Think about that. The bigger the problem, the bigger the reward. Most people avoid hard problems because they seem impossible. Elon runs toward them. When Tesla was on the verge of collapse, with critics calling it a scam, Elon didn't run. He doubled down. He worked day and night, and eventually, Tesla reshaped the entire auto industry. If you want to succeed like Elon, stop looking for the easy road. Look for the hardest problems that others are too afraid to solve, and make them your playground. Lesson 3. Learn relentlessly. Musk is often called a genius, but what most people don't realize is he's a self-taught genius. As a child in South Africa, Elon read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica by the age of 9. When he wanted to build rockets, he didn't go back to school. He devoured textbooks, spoke with experts, and taught himself aerospace engineering. His golden rule? I think it's important to reason from first principles, rather than by analogy. That means, don't just copy what others are doing. Break things down to the core truth, then build from there. For you, this means stop waiting for permission to learn. Whether it's coding, marketing, investing, or any skill, you can teach yourself almost anything with enough drive. Elon's advice is clear: never stop learning, because knowledge compounds faster than money. Lesson 4. Take risks early. One of Musk's most motivational quotes is this: when something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. In his 20s, after selling his first company, Elon could have retired. He had millions in the bank. But instead, he put almost all of it into SpaceX and Tesla, companies that were more likely to fail than succeed. He risked everything, so much that at one point, he had to borrow money to pay rent. Why? Because he believed in the mission more than he feared failure. Here's the lesson: the best time to take risks is when you're young, when you don't have too much to lose. But even later in life, you can't let fear of failure hold you back. If Elon had played it safe, there would be no Tesla, no SpaceX, no reusable rockets, no electric car revolution. So ask yourself, am I playing it safe, or am I betting on myself? Lesson 5. Embrace failure as a teacher. Here's the truth about Elon Musk. He has failed more times than most people even try. His first 3 SpaceX rocket launches all ended in explosions. Billions of dollars went up in smoke. Critics called him insane. But Elon didn't quit. He said, failure is an option here. If things are not failing, you are not innovating enough. And on the 4th attempt, SpaceX succeeded, changing space travel forever. Most people let failure define them. Elon lets failure refine him. Every setback is just feedback. Every mistake is data. And that's the key. Don't avoid failure. Learn from it, adapt, and keep moving. Lesson 6. Focus on impact, not approval. Let's be real. Elon Musk has plenty of critics. Some say he's reckless, others call him arrogant. But here's the thing, Elon doesn't care. He's not chasing applause, he's chasing impact. He once said, "If something is important enough, even if the whole world is against you, you do it anyway." Too many of us waste time worrying about what others think. But Elon proves that critics don't pay your bills and doubters don't build your future. Your mission has to matter more than their opinion. Lesson 7. Have a clear purpose. At the core of Elon's motivation is purpose. He isn't building rockets just to get rich. He wants to make humans a multiplanetary species. He's not building Tesla just for profit. He wants to fight climate change and accelerate the transition to sustainable energy. Purpose is what keeps him going through failures, stress, and sleepless nights. Without purpose, motivation dies. With purpose, motivation becomes unstoppable. So ask yourself, what's my purpose? What am I working toward that's bigger than me? Lesson 8. Be willing to sacrifice. This might be the hardest part of Elon's advice, sacrifice. Elon admits that building Tesla and SpaceX nearly destroyed his personal life. He faced brutal stress, worked insane hours, and risked losing everything. Most people want success, but they're not willing to pay the price. Elon shows us that greatness demands sacrifice. It doesn't mean you have to give up everything, but you must be willing to prioritize your dream over comfort. Remember this, comfort never created history makers. Sacrifice did. Final thoughts. The Musk mindset. Elon Musk's story is not about being born a genius or inheriting billions. It's about hard work, risk-taking, learning, and relentless belief in solving big problems. His mindset can be summed up like this: work harder than anyone else, learn constantly, take massive risks, embrace failure, focus on impact, not approval, and always chase purpose. If Elon Musk can go from sleeping on an office floor to launching rockets into space, what excuse do the rest of us have? So here's my challenge to you. Pick one lesson from today and apply it to your life. Today, not tomorrow. Outwork your competition. Start solving bigger problems. Take that risk you've been avoiding. Because at the end of the day, Elon Musk's advice isn't about becoming a billionaire. It's about becoming unstoppable. If this video gave you motivation, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs a push today. And drop a comment below. Which of Elon's lessons inspired you the most? Remember, success is built, not inherited. And the only thing standing between you and your dream is action.